And I think we're live. And howdy, Melon. How are you this, well, cold here evening? What am I doing? I am... Okay, this was something that I was working on. I was messing around with particles, and have a better understanding of how things go, I think. Because it was like, it was specifically, it was the, motions for the title screen, and I was seeing how that could be done. But I wanted to continue working on the menu because offline, playing around, and I got a bit um, fixed a few bugs that were present. So that we can do something, saves it doing in the live chat. Put it that way. um, just do it that way. So now, anyway, it was here, I think. No. Okay. I've been doing a lot of experimentation, specifically with the custom menus and what you can actually do with events, and especially in light of this new update that they have done, it's absolutely fabulous. Okay, so that one. We can delete. And display 2. This one. Oh, yes, indeed. Local variables and the other things. That sadly, those were lacking in SGB. And it was frustrating because specifically it couldn't do anything. So now, what that means is with my little debug cursor things like this for the X and Y positions and the position of the cursor itself. We don't even have to add it to a new variable just for that purpose. We can use the local variables. This is absolutely fabulous. Oh, talking of the arrays, I have a little trick. Um, where is it here? No, I didn't. I didn't put it up. Hmm. No, it has. Haven't implemented it. So pretty soon, um, you know how in SGB and prior to this like update and that you have a lot of images on the screen and you have to delete every single one of them. Don't have to do that anymore. You can do that with arrays, which is pretty damn neat. Saves a lot of space and a lot of anguish. So this should be good. Um, now in the menu, I've only got the one so far, and this is like the profile. And that's pretty much it. I don't even know how to flesh this out again yet, but what I was thinking about later is actually having, I mentioned this in the past live stream, about having a proper date of birth, maybe a star sign, and things like that. And then obviously this part where the relationships will be fleshed out, and this will be added to as it goes along. So going to focus on these stats. And that way I'm going to put the, use an array to delete all the images. So I was, we do something. Okay, that's a cancel key, menu array. Menu array 0 equals 2. Should be off, right? Yep. So if the cancel key is pressed, then copy that. Um, okay, the next, I'm going to go. That one, that one. I need to properly update this as well. This is not organized. Okay. Stats. Right. me just copy and paste this. That one. For the stats. For the stats. Hmm. I'm going to put a little note in here so I know what's going on. And then paste that. It's been so cool. Today is the first day I have off in quite a while. Work has become very demanding. People are off on holiday and we have to cover and all of that. And yeah, I have today and tomorrow off, and I'm making the most of it before it starts all over again. But in February, the week of Valentine's Day, I actually have a week off. So it's T minus 4 weeks, I think. So for the stats, let's see. This would need to be display string. We want photos, a jukebox. Documents. Chapters. That. Let's try 240 by 160. Yeah. Huh? That should be pretty damn close to where it needs to be. And number 5. Achievements. This is as close to the SGB menu as possible, with a few things added. So let's see. This would 5. Nope. That looks about right. Whose jam? My jam? Or Ash's jam? Or somebody else? Because if you're on about the game jam I am holding, I am fixing on March. It's like the March Madness. I don't know when Ashes is, but um, I'm hoping, at least the sort of planning to get one for March. So it would be the March Madness Game Jam, and I'm still working on getting some other prizes, from various sponsors and funding and all of that. Money has been a bit tight, so that's why these things, need to be done. But I wanted the prizes to be something a little different. So far, some of the prizes that are available is some really nice headless. I mean, they're wireless headphones that they're pretty good. And there's a mouse mat phone charger, and I want to work on getting something else as well. What else? So I got the headphones, I got the mousepad charger. Really a fantastic thing. Um, oh, there was originally going to be a wireless keyboard, but unfortunately, I can only get the UK only, so that's going to be a wireless mouse instead. Really quite a good quality one, and those are like the three top prizes. Or I haven't even thought about how I'm going to structure the prizes, but hopefully, if somebody sort of like gets some more sponsors going, there'll be cash prizes for things, Bakin stuff or SGB stuff, or even games on Steam. But we'll see. It's a work in progress. Yeah, March Madness. See, I did go mad. Okay, so I put these in a document. So just copying and pasting. We'll see. It's probably out of my notes here. 476. That's about right. Why is this 4? And this would be 6. And 976. Those were the notes. So for the menu, damn, copy that. Oh, I already did that there, so there's no need to from the stats. So, see how this works. Hmm. That's not so bad, but this needs to be moved across some. Or this needs to be moved across So that is 776. See what that looks like. Nope, that's too much. It would be really cool if there was some kind of guide, like guidelines where doing the proper. I mentioned this before. When you specify the position, instead of having you could specify where to display the image. You could actually have an image reference instead, not just using this one. But I think it would be really cool to have a proper image as a reference, so you can kind of like tweak a bit like what they've done with the layouts. Yeah, that looks about right. Going further tweak this a bit later. And of course, there's too much real estate right now, so I thought maybe a bit later can add stuff to it. I don't even know what to put in here, really. Maybe a little karma thing, maybe sort of number of relations, friends, etc. But categorize this so they're more sort of like in line with like Easter eggs, and places found would be game completion. Yeah, we'll see. That's okay for now. So maybe this slightly more. I wonder why this isn't displaying. It's because it's being deleted here. Hmm. So I wonder if adding a variable box for the cancel here, just reset the cancel key, if that would help. No. So this is 0. Ah. Alright, so this is 0. This is 1. Should be 3 and 4. Ah, okay. See if this is the culprit. perhaps not. Uh, I think I know what this is. This is why. Because I resized the images. This is 1920 by 1080, so obviously it's not gonna be these were using the default smaller sizes, so that makes a lot of sense. And it should display now. Yes, indeed. Give you the functions, and this is it. This is where the layouts would come in handy. But I know that it's most likely, over time, the layouts definitely has a great deal of potential to becoming something absolutely incredible. It is already, um, but I'm doing it this way through the events just to see if I can, translating the SGB one to the cartoon one, and so far it's proving to be pretty good. Progress is being made. There you go. So now the stats should actually work as they're intended. Yeah. I really don't like this real estate. It is empty real estate here. It's kind of like, maybe it's the OCD, but it's annoying. So, I will figure it out. Game completion at the bottom, so you can see the progress. Heh. You know what? It is bugging me, so gonna do it this way. Gonna do it in this. At least, like, get rid of some of that empty space. Um, so let's see. This would be graphics. Select the color. Nice bright yellow. And since this is a title, say 380 by 160, that's good. So the graphics, it's got the photos and the backgrounds, I guess. Uh, 220 by 200. I do have some notes on this, but not a lot. So this will be blank. Let's see how that looks. Okay, okay, we'll do it like that. So that should be, this should be good. Next on the agenda, so we've got the backgrounds there and there. Next in line. Um, right, photos. And backgrounds. This is the boring part, trying to figure out where everything goes. I really do wish there was some proper guide reference, because you know, in when you're creating something in GIMP, the coordinates seem to be slightly different in Bakin. I don't know why that is. Okay, why? Being overwritten. Six. This would be 7. Yeah. Forgot to change the. I will have to. I will need to look at Affinity Designer. Let's have a look very quickly. Oh, it's by Serif. I used to have their word processor way back when. Oh yeah, seems to be a pretty good one. And it's on sale right now. Apparently, $35.99. Okay, I put that in my little bookmarks. Because that looks to be really cool. Oh, cool. Hey, Evolution. Oh, welcome. Welcome. We're just doing some of the trying to change and get all of this real estate done. I must admit, up until, like, probably they used to have their word processor ages and ages ago, and that was kind of like the go-to. But nowadays I tend to use Libra for that, and I'm always on the lookout for a new free or cheap graphics, because Photoshop, when it was owned by Jask and not Adobe, that was my go-to. And I just don't agree with the subscription model for anything. like that. You know, I want to be able to buy the software and go, pretty much. You know, I know you get, like, with the Adobe subscription thing, you get additional bells and whistles, but honestly, it ain't for me. It's not a very good business, or not a very good model for some of the end users who are poor like me. I mean, that's it's you know, I have work, but in line with what has been happening, it's just not viable for me to invest in that kind of thing because I don't get enough money. And given that everything is going up and up and up and up, but the wages are staying the same, you know, it's like it becomes harder to subscribe. People with money take it for granted that they have it, and the people without money just make do. That's just the way the world works, but I don't think it's going to be sustainable, to be honest. It cannot be. So, yeah, or I'm just going to delete these images, I think. And then we'll go do it all over again. Oh, and a little bit of an opa start, because I cancel that and 200. So this needs to be 202. Now I'm going to delete these graphics. This is music. Sound effects. Non-sub Adobe. Yeah, that is very useful. It's like not what you know, it's often who you know. And you know, you'd be lucky with that regard. You know, a long time ago in a land far, far away, I used to be a beta tester for the original Photoshop when it was owned by Jask. A couple of people were going there, and you know, that's pretty much what got it hooked. And then unfortunately they became a bit greedy and decided that all of the beta testers were sort of, you know, it was being revolutionized, adding more and more features time, and they didn't sort of like want to give it out for free, so they had to like pay a little bit of money. At the time, you know, I was unemployed, so couldn't do it. And you know, years and years later, Adobe, I believe Adobe bought it out, and it became what it is today. Photoshop is absolutely, you know, I have played around with it, and I love it, but I'm not going to pay the subscription. Yeah, I remember that. I think that's it. It wasn't Adobe who bought it. It was Corel. Because it was. I think somewhere you could probably get the original PaintShop Pro when it was Jask. There's a website that allows you to download the old versions. Um, Paint Shop Pro was originally published by Jack Software, and Corel purchased the company and the distribution rights in 2004. Wow. Wow. That I didn't realize. Let me catch up on some comments. Yes. Design websites. Yeah, because because that's legally the contract was drawn up before ownership, so they have to by law respect it. And so you definitely lucked out there. Corel Corel was huge. It absolutely was. It was sort of even in high school here using Corel, Jask, or the original Paint Shop Pro, and it was the original Microsoft. But a lot of times when we had the BBC Micros at school, so we were sort of learning the programming there. And then when they eventually all updated to the PCs, they were these big, huge, all-in-one things. They were sort of the monitors were like, bigger than the desks. So it was nice. Nowadays they've all got laptops, it seems, in most of the schools. Anyway, 2050. That's still a fair way away. So at least you don't have to worry about it for another few years, right? For the music, I think we'll put this on the left. This will be number 6. So this would be, just dump it there. Uh, a lot of copy and paste, which makes it a lot easier. So I've forgotten what the jukebox was. Right, looking at the reference, it was this number of songs. That'll do. There are 15 songs. Yeah. Okay. So this is progress. Progress is being made on this. Um, so that would be 380. And that would be 220, so 40. We'll try there. constant. Five one five. This one. 20% upgrade isn't that bad. I mean, that's what, a fifth of the total price. So yeah, it's in the end, they still have to make the money, and it would be different if they were expecting you to pay full price. And there's this software that is a company that I'm not going to mention. Uh, they had like a permanent licensing fee, and what had happened was when they were upgrading, lifetime license, that's it. So the people who bought the lifetime license, it was basically you pay the one-time fee, and then you have that license and the rights to upgrade for the rest of your life, however long that is. So when they upgraded, they had a major upgrade to their software, and as a result, they changed their policies. So it was the original, the way that it was worded and the way that it was handled was that the original lifetime license was no longer valid because you needed to, they'd sent out the email saying we're upgrading, it's a major update to version 9 or 10 or whatever it is, but you need to pay the upgrade fee. Well, the argument was that the people who bought the lifetime license didn't have to pay at all ever for the rest of their life. But nope, they were absolutely adamant. So eventually it went public, and this guy produced several videos on it, calling them out, and a lot of the other lifetime licensees pretty much commenting, well, this is disgraceful, they shouldn't. So under peer pressure, they decided, okay, well, yeah, we'll just pay this like a 10 or 20% on the upgrade and we'll be okay. They weren't having any of it at all. So it ended up being that they had to honor the original lifetime license for those original people, and that was the end. That was the end of it. They eventually changed the tiers. There's no lifetime license anymore. Lord of the Rings lifetime premium. Oh, don't get me started on that one. I stopped using Lord of the Rings for quite a while, and then I got this email saying, "Hey, we're giving a software for free. You interested?" It's like, yeah, but what's the catch? No, it's totally free. So I got it, and free, and I don't have to pay for anything. Don't know why, but yeah. The problem is I never really play these things. So many games now that it's impossible to keep up, to play them all. Next one should be collections, I think, because we got like a buttload of collections. Let's try 400. Because of that. And then okay. documents, collectibles, posters, Easter eggs, puzzle pieces. Um, what other collectibles can we have in a game? Makes you feel creating one is like why there's already how many? I agree. But as I mentioned, give me like I'll pay the cost of the software if I really, really like it, but I will not pay a subscription fee for potential content I won't even earn. Because, in my opinion, it's always been less is more. And even if you jack up the price from like $30 to $60 for that same software because you had a major update, that's fine. You can buy it and that's it, and sort of have maybe some kind of like add-ons that you pay for or DLCs or something like that, which is fine. Um, Funny, I've always been like that though. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna get more coffee. Okay, let's see. The items, quest items, cooking ingredients, alchemy ingredients, that kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, I like that. That especially for the key items and quest items. Uh, Maybe because the not sure about alchemy though, because the Untitles is pretty much it's actually a modern one, so you can't see that people will have um, sort of alchemy unless it's more like scientific study. So cooking, yeah, it could be a cooking thing in there. I'll refer back to the chat after the live stream and see what can be done. That's just like some systems and that. Okay, so a bit later I'm gonna put the variables here. And in the meantime, this should be number 9 as well. So for this would be 10 in progress. And what was it? It was, this is on the right hand side, so this one would be 160 for the Y. Number 11. Achievements, trophies, secrets, chapters, incompletion. That should be good at 200. We're not going to have a 3,000. Good grief. Right. Yeah. Okay. I'll deal with all that later. But the point is that it's functional. And so with that stats, we need to delete these images. And for that, it comes to the easy method of deleting the images. So we have, for the stats, there would be 2 through 11. Now, instead of doing the delete image for each, we are going to do something a little different using arrays. Just menu image. So there are start off with 2, and then there are 11 images. Okay. So let's see if this works. Set that to 2. And if the array variable is greater than equals to 2, less than or equal to 11, so I'm going to do this. I did break a lot of things. Brewing ingredients, yes. Could be part of science. Like they're normally into sort of like the paranormal stuff, and so maybe that could be part of their agenda. Paranormal science, where they have to develop um, potions or something for different things, or ghost hunting. So if it's two, so if it's less than 11, then we can delete the image using the array. And then add one to that. That should be good. So this should theoretically delete images 2 through 11 without having to do that. Well, let's test it out. No. I did have it. I did have it done before. Somewhere. That's interesting. I'll fix that. I'll fix that later. Because I did have it working, but it's sort of because this live stream, nothing goes how you plan a live stream. I know how to do it, just sort of can't be asked right now. So to do it this way. And actually, and verify to see if it's the right place. Yeah, yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Never break things in the live stream. Things just, well, what is it? There's a, it's not broken. It's not a bug. It's a feature. I like that. I really like that. Always have done. So the stats, the gallery. I'm not sure how to do that yet in Bakin, but this is how it's supposed to be in Bakin. I mean, in SGB. So it would follow that. We got the stats here. Okay, and then the profile. There is going to be a page 2, just not yet. So I am not entirely sure how to do this in Bakin, as I said, but we'll see. Same with the jukebox. These ones are not implemented. Browser isn't implemented. Well, it is. It's just gratuitous self-promotion. So the only one you can do is like save games, possibly change background, settings. Okay. That's from the SGB. So let's see the save games. Might have to go into the layouts to do that. So it can fit. Um, so save game, save game. Browser save game, that's number 9. Number 9. Menu array. Let's menu off. Let's just copy this. Like so. Display the save screen. Now, I believe there is actually going to be a bug here. Got to do something. I think there is going to be a bit of a bug in the sense that if you close the windows, it's like you can only have one window open at once, and probably going to be the same thing when you click the cancel out of the save menu. It'll close the whole thing. That is going to be my guess. Yeah, so that does not work because so that's it. Need to shrink that down so it will fit on screen. And then when you click, yeah, that's the problem. This is the bug. But that is how I can do it. Turn off. Cancel. Again, I'll sort of like figure this out a bit later because I don't want to spend too much time on that. So, well, anyway, that's about. I mean, some progress has definitely been made on this menu. It's very, very slow. With SGB and the save menu, it took me a very long time to figure out how everything goes, and it's the same way with here because things are so different. It's not a case of literally importing it all in because I tried that and it literally crashed. So I have to literally do the entire menu and then um, adjust it to the entirety of Bakin. So slow and steady wins the race. The tortoise and the hare, the classic story. I love that story. And the moral is don't be in a rush to finish something that can't be rushed. Um, what is. Oh, okay. I did have something here. Uh, oh, I forgot I'd done this. Let's just go through. That's not meant to be that camera angle. Okay. Um, fair enough. Okay, use this one. Welcome to the Untitleds. First name, second name. So we got the MC title if you're male, and it's Mr. And then gender would be that, but gender symbol might be another string thing. And then female, that's it. Okay, 16 down. So that should be down, right? If that's down, then this would be right. The XYZ component. Definitely has something to do with the yeah, that has something to do with the camera, so that's fine. Uh, Now in the config, I prefer settings, to be honest. Configuration just don't. So it's got to be settings for me. Always has been. Um, Now the problem here is that unfortunately these don't. Where is it? Display item close call. It has officially crashed. Okay. The bug. This is a bug. Actually, this is a major bug, I think. Okay, so if you resize this here, then it will crash. And there's absolutely no way to get out of it. It's all this shit I got open, I guess. Uh, okay, bug alert. Just to confirm, you resize this here and it will crash. I will have to report that in Discord and use a little video. Only in Livestream, right? So now which one? Looks looks like I got the right one. That's why I don't plan on messing with the default menus. Yeah. It definitely needs an awful lot of work. As versatile as it is now, and as cool as it is now, it needs an awful lot of work to get it to people's satisfaction, I guess. And having a color UI system like classic games that let you pick a UI and some coloring for different users. Yes, you can kind of do that already, but because of the way that um, these things work, like um, we'll do it this way instead. Not going to be caught out again. The way that these work, close and call common event, and what was the other one? There was one other one. The close and call common event doesn't always work in the layouts. They work for the most part in the free layouts, but not actually in here. So if you were to have something like a slider for changing the images or the coloring, it wouldn't work. And I've run into so many different problems using the layouts. This is kind of like why I just have the very simple ones, and that includes trying to change it for menus. What is this? Currently, free layout for event does not allow to call actions to screens from the menu. Oh, fair enough. We will notify the patches that this is up. Okay, fair enough. Didn't notice that one before. But a lot of these is sort of they're limited, but they're uh yeah, I love playing around with the menus, but still have a lot of problems with them. And of course, yeah, lost it. So let's open up the other one. See what damage that crash caused. Okay. Hopefully it didn't cause too much. And it did. Absolutely did. Okay. So menu backup and that one. It did save it. Yeah, I usually do too. Because, experience, and this is no exception. I thought I'd pressed Control S to save, but obviously not. It doesn't matter. So mean, that save thing, he wasn't sort of like supposed to. Okay, stats alt. This should be the stats. To be honest, I'm not really worried about losing this particular one because I do have several backups, but it wasn't just sort of mine. Auto backup for 5 minutes. Yeah, should. This Iron Will Bakin. Did it? It failed miserably. Did it? Absolutely. Okay. I suppose it's because it's actually got some exclusively custom events. It's very clever how they did it. But clearly not compatible with Bakin, which is a shame. Always the case. Um, right. So we're going to put this as debug. And this one is the official stats. I wonder, how to do this. Yeah, I suppose I've been streaming for an hour and a half, and that's what I normally like to stream for. So I think I'm probably going to end this here, but did get a lot accomplished. At least I think so with the thing, and good conversation as well. Now, for the next starting next week, I am planning on putting out some tutorials again, and also some gameplay videos, which is something I wanted to do for a long time because there are an awful lot of Bakin games coming out already, and I've been so looking forward to playing a lot of them. But, I'm not sure if they're going to be like videos or actually live streaming. I don't know. I'd also like to live stream some actual games. Not sure which ones because I don't have the latest, greatest AAA games. But I did get a hold of Red Dead Redemption 2, which honestly absolutely love. And I don't know if that's something Fallout 4, Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption 2, now, Mad Max, those are all my favorite games, and I don't know if there's going to be any scope for watching them because they're kind of old now, so yeah. But in the meantime, thank you guys for coming in, and I'll have a little bit more progress for the next live stream next Sunday. Thanks for coming in. I'll see you guys in Discord. Right. TTFN.